Breaking news, Chinese communists try and stop British citizen from playing the piano in public and then cry racism. At least that's what the headlines are saying from Piers Morgan and like the Daily Mail and the Telegraph and all the other right-wing newspapers and all the majority of YouTube React channels who are using this story to like further like anti-China sentiment. But maybe, just maybe there's a little bit more nuance to the story than just this. But let's do a deep dive. Let's get into the cracks. Okay, that sounded kind of weird. Okay, so Brendan Kavanagh. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce the name. But anyway, he does actually pretty wholesome content. Like for years, like literal years, he's been streaming and making videos where he goes to like public places and plays the piano and watches and like people dance and he gets them to try the piano and then he does piano with them. Like it's really wholesome stuff. Most of the time, like sometimes like he does like, you know, kind of like try and annoy cops and try and annoy security guards, and he like kind of makes fun of them. But okay, most of the time it's wholesome stuff. Before I get into the grimy little details, let's do a quick summary. A few Chinese people were standing around listening to this guy play the piano, and they realized he was filming them. Not on purpose, he was filming himself and he was filming the public because that's what he does. That's his job. That's his profession. He's a YouTuber who films himself play in public and the public's reaction. Now, they didn't want to be filmed. And sure, like legally he's allowed to, but also you're legally allowed to go and ask somebody, please can you remove us from the video? Please can you edit the video and remove our faces or blur them, whatever. It's not a big deal. This guy probably films for like 3-4 hours and he edits it down to like a 3-minute video. It's not a big deal. They overreact and he overreacts and it's a bit of a confrontation. But somehow this becomes a debate about freedom of expression. It becomes a debate about Chinese spies in London. Becomes Chinese angry mob tries to stop Pianist from playing publicly. Like, how did it go to this?
So the CCP tried to shut down the Boogie Woogie and they failed. Z, you failed, baby.
Well, this whole thing was a mini parable about the value of free speech.
He wanted to turn St Pancras into the People's Republic of St Pancras.
Yeah, so he assumes she's the Japanese presenter, but like she's not. But it's just, yeah.
No, we're working for Japanese television, the young lady is Chinese. Oh, right, we're from Japanese, yeah. Her name is Adelina. Oh, Brendan, you play? I used to play.
It's basically like any other of his or any other of his interactions. It's friendly. He's getting them involved. He's gonna get one of them to play. It's pretty wholesome. He dances. She dances a bit as well. Really wholesome. Okay, again, he calls them Japanese when she's already said Chinese, but like, I think he's referring to this guy. Like, it's not racism. I'm just trying to defend him here, but in a second, then I'm going to defend them. So, you know, like I'm playing both sides, okay? They found out that he's filming this, and they probably don't know how they feel about being filmed live. You're allowed to film the public in England. Like, that's a law. And maybe it's not the same in China, but in the UK, that's completely fine. So legally, he may be in the right, but there is like some nuance to this, because even though public filming is fine, there are like kids like Jack Doherty who, you know, push that boundary, and there's like that Mizzy kid who like steals somebody's dog and runs away with it. Like there's pranksters and there's like streamers who can be annoying with the public thing, even if it's legal. You know, morally it's in the gray area. I also don't know like the legality of filming it, that interaction for YouTube. Like, does that count as commercial usage? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, like, it's a little bit nuanced, and it's not as clear-cut as, like, they're probably making it out to be. Morally, it's a different matter, right? Because, like, if you're in it, you don't want to be in it, can you go up to them and ask, can you edit me out? Can you cut me out? If you know that it's going out to, like, 100,000, like, he's got millions of subscribers, right? Like, if you ask to be edited out, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah, of course, we've got the Chinese here.
Of course, we've got the Chinese here. I'm not going to comment on that.
Because we're your fit for Chinese TV as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you film us, all of us, in your cameras?
Are we, I don't know. Are we allowed?
No.
We're not allowed.
Yeah, so
We're not allowed.
She's gone over quite politely and asked, like, are you filming? He is clearly being condescending, patronizing. He's being a bit rude.
We're for Chinese TVs.
Oh,
and
okay.
This is non-disclosable.
It's not disco.
Yeah, no disco.
He heard what she said and he's just being an asshole, basically. And look, maybe she doesn't know the laws in England, like, because maybe it's different in China.
Will we get in trouble with the Chinese government?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Will we get in trouble with the Chinese government? Like, he's clearly just trying to make fun of them. I understand it, like, it's for his YouTube content, but like, I don't like these sort of like YouTube pranksters and like live streamers whose content is making fun of people and making people look stupid. Good on her. Either she doesn't realize he's trying to be offensive, or she just is like trying to be friendly
I
still.
don't know. But you said you found Japanese.
They'll put you in prison, mate.
So just say that.
They're joking. It's still quite friendly.
Chinese law, we're not allowed to film you. Is that right?
So basically,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah, like she knows it's not a Chinese law. Like she just doesn't want to be filmed. And like maybe she's saying it wrong. Just edit it out. Like it doesn't matter if you blur their face. Like I don't think it's a big deal to ask that.
appreciate it when you are whatever.
Even if you say no, like you should be fine. It's not like offensive to be asked, right?
you're doing that, you
yeah.
don't put our face on
Yes,
TV.
yeah.
What will happen if
Just don't do it, please. I will-
See, look, he's not saying that something's gonna happen. He's not saying like he's gonna sue him. He's not threatening him. He's just asking, please don't do it. Like, what is wrong with that, man?
We'll really appreciate that. We just very sensitive about this issue. I'm really
We're sensitive about this. Really sorry. Like, they're being as friendly as possible.
sorry,
I'm
but
really
we
sorry.
love your music.
Yeah.
It's just make sure that we are very secure in the.
If you're being a decent person, you say, oh, I'll edit you out, no worries. I don't upload everything I do. Like, because, like, if he's live streaming and he's going to upload it as videos, he's going to upload 6 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like, he's not uploading the entire thing. So if they ask, can I be edited out? Can we not include this bit? Sure. Like, what's the big deal? Also, just blurring somebody's face doesn't take that long. Like, I think this guy, Brendan, he does just like confrontation, which is why you see so many things of him with the police. Like, he likes to instigate things because either it's better content, like it's more publicity. Even if he is in the right, like he's going about it the wrong way.
We don't want our voice or picture being filmed, and then yeah, that's just the relationship between you and me, you and us, basically.
what relationship?
Clearly, this guy doesn't have perfect English, so like, you don't need to pick and chew at every single word he says. You can get the gist of what he wants, what he means.
All of us, we cannot share our images online.
Right.
Yeah, there's
Because
no reason.
why?
That's our choice. That's our right.
Oh, so it's not a legal thing.
It is a legal thing.
Either they get defensive or they just don't know their own actual rights, but he's saying it's a legal right, which he's wrong. He's wrong. It's not his legal right to not be filmed in public.
I'm really appreciating it. This is not your fault, obviously, and this is not our fault, obviously. When we are saying this, we're still recording, and then we will put a legal action into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will put a legal
Threatening
action.
legal action always
Well,
makes you sound like an asshole, but
Will,
Legal
I'm
action-
sorry, this is the end of the conversation. This is our right we're protecting, and that
in their situation, like if you don't want to be filmed, what you have to do is you go up like they did, because they did it very friendly. You ask, can I please not be filmed? Can you edit me out? And then you walk away. Continuing this is what this guy wants. He wants, like, and you'll see later, he says he's like enjoying it. He enjoys like the confrontation. And so continuing it, you're just going to get filmed further. If they were in the background, chances are he probably wouldn't have put it into a video anyway. They would draw no attraction whatsoever. But the fact that they are continuing and they're having this conversation is going to get them seen by many people. Like the Barbara Streisand effect. Like the more you try and like suppress it, the worse it gets. This sort of argument has put them in the news.
Not right. I don't understand.
image right.
Image right.
Yeah, we're not sharing this image
Are you
right.
from China?
That's not a question. It's no sharing us. Share yourself, that's fine. No sharing.
The thing is, we're in a
I'm
free...
really
we're-
sorry. We're
like
on a
this guy.
schedule
But,
here.
so,
That-
me too, but we're in a free country, mate.
That's true,
We're
you
not
are in a free
communist
country.
China now, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is reason.
I sort of understand this from both perspectives, right? So on the one hand, this guy, Brendan Kavanagh, the pianist, he's saying like, we're in England, we aren't in China where there are different laws, right? Like there's different laws here and there's different laws in China where it's communist. From his perspective, he's not being racist. But from this other guy's perspective, and the guy, I think he's called Newton, and he's the one talking, that does sound pretty fucking racist.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is racist now. We have.
No, we're not in communist China. We're in a free country.
See, like even his friend is like apologizing for him. It's like an American saying like they don't want to leave their kid alone in London, and like you going like, this isn't America, nobody's gonna fucking shoot them. Like you can understand it from both perspectives. Like to him maybe it's not racist, but for Newton, the Chinese guy, it's definitely fucking racist.
We're in a free country, mate. We can film where we want. You can call the police if you want. I'll be quite happy to call the police, you know. But listen, we're
Yeah, he does like his interactions with the police. That's like 30% of his YouTube channel at the moment.
all free here, mate.
This is free, but we don't want
When
to
you're
share
in Rome, you
images.
do as the Romans do. Sorry.
You're Roman?
Yeah, it's a
The point is like this guy's English isn't, I mean like it's good, like better than many of my other languages. It's not perfect, right?
Sorry, we just want to eat. Yeah,
you
sorry.
don't want to do.
Again, like she's apologizing. I think this is a fairly like Asian Canadian thing where like you approach people by apologizing. But like they're being as polite as possible, saying we don't want to be filmed, and he's just sort of. I feel like he is instigating more of a problem.
Anyone can film because we're, in the UK it's a free country
That's
and
your,
anyone
but
can
we
film.
have image.
He's being very
Not in
patronizing, but
public. In China,
maybe it
no,
makes
we're in-
sense when
we're
like
not-
somebody's English
I'm
isn't
not
perfect.
I don't
No,
want
but
much.
we are in Britain, Great Britain. We're not in
I
China.
say I'm also British.
This-
I'm also British. Okay.
I thought
I'm
you
also
said you-
British. I'm also British, but I don't want
Well,
to
you've
use
got-
my
You've
image.
got a Chinese flag.
He's just drawing the point that because she's from China, she may not know the laws of England. Which, like, let's be honest, I don't know the laws of England, and like I'm English, so like you can't expect everybody to know everything, right? Like you're always seeing like Karens going on about you can't film me, you can't film me.
Get that camera out, my friend. Look. No, it's all right. We're just getting there, mate. It's
So
all
the-
right.
Oh,
The
he's friendly now. When the Chinese people said it, he got confrontational and he was rude. But now that this guy is saying it, no, it's all right, don't worry. It's just filming us. It's just filming the. It's with us. It's with the English people, not the Chinese people. Don't worry about the camera.
It doesn't matter.
Show me the Chinese flag.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching!
Okay, this is where like Newton, my guy, gets a little bit Karen-like himself. He's already a little bit pissed off because this guy's being like a bit rude. He's like China. You know, like it feels like he's being pretty racist. I don't even think he touches her. I think like maybe he touches her hand or like the flag. Newton's just like being ultra defensive right now. Maybe like there's the case that he's being like pretty nationalistic and defending his flag, you know? I don't know about China, but like in the US, you cannot step on the flag. The flag cannot touch the floor. Colin Kaepernick, he kneeled during like a national anthem, and because of that, he was fired from the NFL or whatever it's called, the American football. So maybe it's the same in China about their flag. I don't know, but like maybe he's being defensive of that. Maybe he's personally in England. If somebody touches my flag, if somebody steps all over my flag, I don't care. If somebody burns my flag, I could not care less. Like, who cares? It's a different culture.
Do not
So
touch
I don't
her.
know.
Please, you are not the same age. Please do not touch.
What does age have to do with it? I don't know, but I think like his emotions are high, and like when your emotions are high, like you say random ass shit, right? I think like when there's a camera and like emotions run rampant, like you just act stupid.
Don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't. Yeah, don't touch her.
And some like right-wing newspapers and like YouTubers have been saying, "Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him! Oh my God, these are Chinese spies! They're about to shoot him." I think a lot of that's probably like either Americans. It's their bad English. They're either saying "don't shoot" as in film, or they're saying "don't shout at him." He is the goat of the situation, clearly trying to de-escalate it, trying to get both sides to calm down. I'm quite enjoying it. See, he is enjoying it, and that's like the whole point. This is the reason why the video and like the coverage of it has really rubbed me the wrong way, is because this guy is sort of being painted out as the victim by like the Jews, like attacked by Chinese mob. He's the one who instigated it. He's the one who's been making fun of it. He's the one who's enjoying it. He's relishing in it. Pointing him out as the victim is just so dumb.
No, we love your art. We love your
No, you don't.
music,
You
but
just
we are
shouted at
trying
me.
to have.
Okay, even then, like he's still trying to like think we love your art, but like just please stop filming. As Karens go, like this guy's polite as possible.
No,
I touched the flag.
no,
I
no.
touched the flag.
Doesn't
mate.
matter. You are
And
approaching
also,
her with
you're
her hands.
You're getting a bit aggressive. You are.
No.
He is getting a bit aggressive, but this guy, if he's not raising his voice much, like he's like he's being a bit aggressive the whole time and confrontational.
Listen, mate. Yeah,
I'm sorry, you
I
can't
want-
touch her.
I don't think he's going to. Like I think like he understands the situation. He's trying to make himself look like the anti-Chinese hero. He's not gonna touch her. He's just gonna make you look bad. He's just gonna wind you up till you say something stupid, and then he's gonna post it on the internet. That's like his job right now. He's trying to make them mad, trying to antagonize them.
Well, I want you to
Please say sorry to
no,
her.
we're not in
Oh,
China, mate.
that's fine. We're not
He's just trying to piss them off.
talking about two race. This is not a racist issue. Please
We
don't
just
call
want
us
to
we're not in
celebrate
China.
Well,
Don't
away,
touch
and
her.
away
Stay
you
away.
go. We're in a
Stay
free
away.
country now, mate.
Stay away.
You're
Don't
not
touch her.
obviously
Don't
used to
touch her.
democracy.
Do not touch her. Do not touch.
This, like, what's that got to do with anything? Like, he's just trying to piss them off. And, like, obviously he's not trying to touch them, so I don't know why Newton keeps saying, don't touch her, don't touch her. Like, it doesn't make sense, Newton, my boy. He's clearly not trying to touch her. Maybe he's a little too close, but he's not going to touch you, he's not going to hit you, he's whatever.
Are you miming me?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
miming me.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name? Are you trying to answer or not? Do you want to answer? If you don't want to answer, that's your right.
What's your
You don't
name?
need to answer.
Is it my right? Are you going to tell me my rights?
No, I'm not telling you anything. I just want you to not reach your hand to my friend.
And I don't want you to shout, mate.
No,
Don't
that's
shout.
fine. If you don't reach your hand.
Are you going to apologise? Are you in the communist party or something?
Are you in the Communist Party or anything? I don't know why that feels rude. That's like going up to somebody with an LGBTQ flag and saying, are you gay? You gay? Gay. Are you gay? Like, you know, like, even if, like, it's not offensive, it, like, feels like he's trying to be offensive, if that makes sense. But he's trying to be offensive. He's trying to irritate them, and that's, like, the point.
Stop judging. Stop judging. Why are you calling us communists? Why? We got a flag in any country. Why are you discriminating a different country? Why are you discriminating a different country?
To be honest, from his point of view, I don't think he's discriminating. I think he's purposely trying to irritate them, but I think he'd do that to anybody who came up to him and said, stop filming, right? Or at least most people. Like, he would do that to the police, he would do that to security.
Yeah, you're saying we're calling us flag. Because you're communist flag. Please educate yourself. This country is different from the political agenda. That's not the same thing.
Well, it's the Chinese flag, which is a communist country.
That's not the same thing.
Like, I just don't understand why these guys don't just walk away. Why is he's doing it for content, but why don't the others just walk away? Like, what are you getting out of it? Nothing good is going to happen to you by saying.
He's being racist and calling us communists and all that thing. We have to protect ourselves. We need him to apologize.
Okay, I'm trying to protect my friend. It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
My friend.
See, this guy again, my goat here. He tries to intervene and say, "Let's just leave it alone. Let's break up. Let's go our separate ways." But he's saying, "Great TV. Let's wind these people up and then film them."
He was here already. Get that camera out of my face as well.
Get that camera out of my face.
No, it's all right. We're just getting them, mate.
So we're nicely coming here saying, please don't film us, don't use the image. That's all we're trying to say. Yeah, we love the music too.
Well, anyway, look, all I said was you've got a communist flag. You're telling me what to do. We're in Britain now.
We are not telling you to do. We
Yes, you
say
do.
please
And
don't
you
use our
apologise.
image.
These guys, they never said you are not allowed to film. They just said, please don't film. Please just edit it out. Like, that's two very different things. Like, he's just being an asshole about it.
Listen, don't like it. Fuck off.
Okay, that's pretty rude, but yeah, they should have walked away. Police come. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about the police. They come and they hear that the guy's being racist towards Chinese people, and the Chinese perspective, 100% he was. He was 100% being racist towards them. And if not racist, just rude and insulting. If they came at him like all aggressive, I could understand like if he was defensive and he reacted accordingly, but they didn't. They were so friendly when they came up to him and said, please don't film, please can you not record us? And like all he should have said is, oh, don't worry, I'll remove you from recordings. Everything would have resolved. There would be zero confrontation, whatever. But he doesn't do that because like he's got the content point of view. And it's the same with all the other YouTube pranksters. Like he's thinking, how can I instigate this to make it like a good YouTube video that gets media attention? That's all he's thinking. Like any issue was caused by him. Brendan Kavanagh exposes dark truth about Chinese provocators. Like people calling them spies just because they didn't want to be filmed. Like what the fuck? Chinese infiltration of Britain exposed and another Chinese spy identified following piano incident. Like what the hell, man? The worst you can say is that Newton, my guy, was being a bit of a Karen, like just saying, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. The other ones were very friendly, way more friendly than they had to be. And this guy was instigating it the whole time.
They're not only covering up their true intention of dictatorship, but they're trying to export and to exert this type of operation.
See, this is what comes out of like just like a simple misunderstanding, a miscommunication. Like suddenly it all becomes like a Chinese agenda. It's not that deep. Oh yeah, and also I found this funny. Maybe you don't, but like he's saying, England is a free country, and let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, you sure maybe England is a bit more free than China, but come on, like people were being arrested because they said King Charles is not my king, and like journalists are fired because they say children are dying. You say that, and you're going to be fired from your job. Like, there's no free speech in England. All these right wingers who say this, and then when it comes to anything said against them, they're like, ban him, copy strike him. It's just, hypocritical. In conclusion, I think it's easy to be judgmental when you see a clip, when you read a headline, but humans are humans, and most conflicts are caused by a disconnect in communication. And I could be wrong, but I want to be right, and I want to believe that there is each human shred human decency. Anyway, enough sentimental crap. If you agree, then like, share, subscribe, and if you disagree, share your thoughts in the comments. Peace.